Hello everybody and welcome back to RainBro Crafts. My name is Colton and today I will be making for you our Shamrock Showers soap. This soap is a soap we have made every single March since we started making soap in 2021, and of course we had to bring it back for 2026. If you are new to RainBro Crafts or new to the channel, we used to ask our family members what soap they wanted for their birthday month. And my dad's birthday is in March, and he selected Irish Spring scented soap because Irish Spring is the soap he used when we were growing up. He still does use it occasionally, but we are trying to wean him off of that bad habit by making soap that he likes, and this is one of those soaps. And we went away from making soaps for our family members for their birthday months, but we have kept some of those soaps in the normal rotation and even having some of them all the time. So Otto's oat bars for our nephew, it was made in his birth month and we just kept it on for always. Christie's lavender was for my mom's birthday month in June and we kept that one on. And then Shamrock Showers is one that we bring back every single year. It is scented just like Irish Spring with some citrus, some jasmine, some lily, and some musk. It is a duplication scent, meaning that it is meant, or it is developed to smell just like the, I would use the term designer very loosely, the designer fragrance Irish Spring, and it smells just like it. Some things that I like about this one that I don't like about the actual Irish Spring bar is, one, we scent our soap a lot less strongly than Irish Spring, and this is still really strong, but it is not anywhere near as strong or potent as the actual Irish Spring bar. Two is that our actual soap base that we make is much nicer on our skin. It doesn't leave it feeling dry. It doesn't leave it feeling kind of like itchy or scratchy or anything like that. Our base soap recipe that we make for almost all of our bars is very hydrating. It's very gentle. So it's a much more pleasant experience overall. And the third thing I like about this bar that I don't like about the Irish Spring bar is that it's our soap. It's RainBro Crafts. And I'm a little partial to that soap just because it is my company. Zac is making this batch this year. I think I've made the past few batches in the past few years. For this year, we are doing a double layered design, and we don't ever stick to one specific design for this soap because we haven't found one that we love so much. I do really like this design though. I think it embodies the color of Irish Spring, at least the packaging and things like that, but it's our own twist. So this base layer is kind of like a deep tealy, aqua-y green color. It looks a little more blue in these slab molds than what it actually looks like in person. And I think that's just because the slab molds are like a blue color anyway, and the lighting is a little more yellowy, so it just kind of looks a little blue on camera. So we will divide up that soap batter between those two slabs pretty evenly. We're not going to weigh these or anything like that because if you've been around for a little while, you know we don't really do that. This technique that we do here where we make layered soap by making layers at a time and then dividing them really is the secret to a nice, clean, crisp layer, because you can much more easily control these layers. You don't have to worry so much about accelerating because you're only focusing on one layer at a time. You can smooth everything out. You can weigh things out if you really wanted to, and it is our kind of secret. And when we don't do this method, it's kind of like everything is thrown out of whack. For the next phase in our design process for the Shamrock Showers 2026 bar, we are going in with some cabin in the woods, I think, mica, which is a beautiful like foresty kind of bluey green mica color, and we're going to do mica lines. So we'll just do a nice kind of even dusting on both slabs there. You don't want to do too much mica in a mica line, because if you do, the soap bar might actually split in half, because the soap on the top and the bottom won't actually like adhere to each other. So it's kind of a fine line, pun intended I suppose, with making a nice crisp line that's visible but not making it so thick that the soap doesn't adhere to itself. And then once we have all of that mica down, we will blitz up our second batch of soap, and this soap will be doing basically the same exact technique. We will blitz this up. We will add our fragrance oil, and then we will add our colorant. Since you did just see this, I am going to skip ahead to the pouring portion of the soap making video. Say that 5 times fast, and then we will get on with the soap making. And you can see that Zac has blitzed everything up. He's added in a lighter green mica color to this soap batter to add a nice contrast between that bottom kind of more aqua-y color and that top layer. And then the base layer is pretty well set up, but because we have a mica line, we do like to pour over our spatula to break the fall of that soap batter that we are pouring in, so it doesn't kick anything up. It also keeps our mica line nice and set, and it's an added layer of insurance so that if that bottom layer is not set up as much as we want it to, or that it should be, we don't get a dip or a divot into that bottom layer, because we don't want that. Again, we are just going to be eyeballing this to make sure that it's as even as possible between the two layers. If you are newer to soap making or you want these perfectly even, you could weigh this out. We don't really do that because we do make soap so often. We know kind of where the batter should be based on the slabs and the Cambro and all of that stuff. We will scrape out our Cambro there, get all that soap batter out because we don't want to waste any of that, and get that into our slab mold. And then once all that soap batter is in the slabs, I will let it set up for just a little bit, or Zac will. I don't know why I keep saying I will get it set up. We'll let it set up for just a little bit so we can do some spoon swoops. And then we will do like some micro spoon swoops with our bar spoon, going from front to back, just adding some nice, lovely like texture to the tops of the soap bars. This, if you haven't guessed, is one of our favorite techniques for adding a texture to a top of a soap. We do it on most of our essentials collections, our RainBro Fresh, our lavender soap, Otto's Oat Bar. And if we're not 100% sure on what we should do on the top of a soap, this is one of our like go-to designs. It's easy, it's quick, it makes the top look nice even though it's pretty easy. So definitely I would recommend this technique for a design. The only kind of tricky piece to it is that you do want to make sure the soap batter is to the perfect consistency, and unfortunately there's not really a trick to this except maybe jiggling the slab mold to see how set up the soap batter is, or you can just do a test little swoop with your spoon to see if it holds its shape or if it sinks back down, and this is behaving beautifully. We use this fragrance every single year, so we're already comfortable with how it behaves in the soaping process. We will finish up those spoon swoops, and we are going to actually finish off this soap by dusting it with that Cabin in the Woods mica that Zac used a little earlier to do that middle mica line. We do like to do this as well to reference back to the mica line inside. The one kind of negative of doing a mica dusting on the top of soap, especially some of the like more bold colors, is that if you add too much, the mica will rub off onto your skin or your container you keep your soap in or things like that. It does wash off because all of our colors that we use in our soap are either activated charcoal or they are mica, which just washes off with water and some soap. But you just want to be a little sparing with how much you actually add on, especially to the top. Like red or maybe like black. Those colors really show up on other things and it just isn't as nice of an experience. Mica, on the top at least, basically washes off within a use or two, so it's not really on there for a long time. It's really just to look nice on the shelf. Once we get all that down, we will spritz the top with rubbing alcohol. This prevents soda ash. It also helps set the mica onto the soap bars. Zac will then break out Dorothy and slice up that soap. Off screen, he broke the slabs down into loaves, so you didn't actually get to see this, but you do get to see what the bar looks like inside, and you can see those mica lines and those nice crisp clean layers as well. And that is exactly what we were going for. It's a nice contrast of like a nice like limey green and a more like watery, like deep oceany green color. Some might say like an Irish Spring, and that is exactly what we were going for. Like I said, this is probably one of my more favorite designs that we've done for this soap, and we always vacillate between designs to determine what we want to do, but this soap comes back every single year until at least they stop making the fragrance oil, which I hope they don't ever do that because it always sells well, it performs nicely, and we just like doing it. My question for you all, and it probably was the same as last year as it is going to be this year, is do you like Irish Spring soap? Do you use it? Do you know someone who uses it? Like I said, this soap originally was for my dad's birthday in March. Every single year he gets this for his birthday from us every single year, along with other things as well, but this is always in the gift bag we get to give him. So yeah, let me know down in the comment section down below, do you like Irish Spring or not? And I hope you enjoyed this video. This soap, along with all of our other 50 Shades of Green soap, is for sale now. My video release schedule has been a little messed up. I was sick for a little while. We had some family things going on, but I should be on a more regular video posting schedule, hopefully here in April. I'm kind of still getting things all organized, so stay tuned for that. If you do want to get soaps, candles, or bath bombs sent to your house each and every month from us and support the channel, become a subscriber on our website, rainbrocrafts.com. We appreciate each and every one of our subscribers, and they are listed here on the screen. If you want to join them, like I said, check out our website for details on that. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video. Comment down below if you like Irish Spring scented soap and bath products. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell icon so you get notified when we release new videos. Thanks. Bye.